Live from Washington High School, from Washington County, it's the Lady Wildcats ready to take on the Washington, I believe it's the Little Pixies, although we'll just call them the Pixies just to make it easy on ourselves. Folks, Tristen Borland alongside me, the one and only Michael Yantrick, as we get ready for tonight's girls basketball matchup. And Mike, before we get started, I want to personally apologize to all the folks at home. Here on the Wildcats Network, we believe that you folks at home, all of our viewers and listeners, deserve the very best broadcast that we can provide. And unfortunately, the setup here at Washington is a little tight, so we do not have a camera here for tonight. But, Mike, we're here, and we're ready for some awesome girls basketball.
Yes, sir, Tristen, and thank you for putting this together because the girls program deserves the same amount of respect as the men's program. So thank you for coming and doing this game with me. And it's going to be a great game tonight. I mean, this is like watching Hoosiers, this gym. We were just talking about that. So hopefully our audience, enjoys the game, obviously listening to it, and we'll provide you the best broadcast we can.
As we get ready for our St. Vincent College pregame show, see how St. Vincent College prepares students for successful careers and meaningful lives at www.stvincent.edu. Again, that's stvincent.edu. St. Vincent College, together we rise. Out of 5A Section 2, Lady Wildcats walk into the Washington High School at 2-2 overall, Mike. Two tournaments that the Lady Wildcats have played in, and they split in both, winning one and losing one in both the tournament at North Allegheny and the one at Plum this last weekend. How does it feel, or in your opinion, Mike, how do you think the Lady Wildcats feel like coming into this gym with that 2-2 record, playing some good teams, and again, splitting on those games?
Well, that's a good start, especially for the younger players, and my honest assessment is I talked to Coach Burkhardt and Coach Livingston, who's on the bench right now for the Wildcats, and they told me, it's just like the men's program. They have got to build up the younger players, and they'll come up and rise to the occasion in situations like this. So 2-2 in a non-section environment, that's not a bad start because people get playing time, they get experience, and it feeds off with the experienced players. And tonight, obviously, you got Carly Burke, who's going to be probably fifth scholarship athlete coming out of Latrobe, which is amazing that Coach Burkhardt and Coach Livingston has done that with this program. But it's great to see the younger kids step up in these non-section games, so when the section does come and the playoffs are at stake later in the year, they're ready to go.
No, absolutely. And another thing to note, Mike, I don't know about you. I have personally not been to Washington High School ever in my career, and another person who's never been to Washington High School is right on the bench for the Lady Wildcats. Coach Livingston talked to me during our Roundups video when we were capturing the B-roll for that. She mentioned, I've never been to this school. I've never seen this program before. I have no idea what to expect. Mike, how do you prepare for something like that?
Well, the Prexies have always been tough. We were talking before we were on the air about football, wrestling, sports like that. It's just basketball at this level. I really don't know either, so we're all in the same boat. But I guarantee you these girls are going to be tough from Washington tonight. It's not going to be an easy matchup for us.
Well, you talked about some of the Lady Wildcats just a minute ago. Cats to watch if you are the Prexies and you want to get a win. First of all, senior guard Carly Burke stepped into the leadership role once key seniors graduated last year and expected to drive this offense so far this year. One of the big games to note was her 19 points against Blackhawk in the game at North Allegheny. And again, Mike, I think that Carly Burke is going to be your next Ellie Steiner, your main leader and your main go-to point scorer.
Yes. What impressed me with her is when she was a freshman and sophomore, she came off the bench. She got rebounds, steals, assists. She built her way into a winning program. And that's going to pay off now that she's a senior, which I can't believe. You know what I mean? That she's,
time flies.
Yes. But she really worked her way. She's a program player, as they say. And she's definitely going to feed off to the younger kids tonight. And, I'm looking forward to seeing her play this year.
Another younger player who I expect to make a big splash here tonight, Mike, Maggie Myers. There was a lot of hype about her last year and a lot of hype with her over the preseason when we were doing the roundups. Myers, a lot of hype. As I mentioned, many big expectations for her. She had 19 points in the game against Blackhawk. And, Mike, a young player like that, a sophomore forward, Maggie Myers is going to be a big player here this evening.
Yeah, that's been a staple for Latrobe basketball in the girls program the last 4 or 5 years. You had the Raffertys, Emma, Blair, everybody had double-doubles. You know what I mean? So Elle Snyder, I mean, I could go on and on. So she's the next in line for that. But it's just like talking about Burke, how she improved her game. She's the same way. And she's only, I think, 15 years old, correct?
Yes, a sophomore.
Yeah,
correct.
so she dropped 19 already. So she's going to be a double-double machine just like the other ladies before her.
So we've been talking so much about the Wildcats, obviously here on the Wildcats Network. We got to talk about the other side of the hardwood, the Prexies from 3A Section 4 coming 1 and 2 into their own home den. Started off with a big win against section rival Fraser, 18-69 win at home to open the season. Then they went on to lose 2 straight, 61-36, lost to Elwood City. And, Mike, I think a big measuring stick is the 36-46 loss at McKeesport.
Yeah. Partizati came off the bench and actually had a great game. I was talking to the coach down there earlier. Shantae Fuller really came into her own in that game as well. But this is going to be an interesting matchup because of the change of you got 5A versus 3A. But like I said, these Washington girls are tough and they're battle-tested. Be an interesting game tonight. Then you got Kendra Wynn. I mean, she's a good player as well. She had a good game in the tournament last weekend from what I heard from the coaches. You know what I mean? So this should be a great game tonight.
Kendra Wynn is one of our players to watch for the Lady Wildcats. The junior point forward or center had a double-double in the game against Fraser, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Cats will have to try to shut her down. Over the last 3 games, Mike, she's currently averaging 10 points a game. They're really going to have to keep an eye on her if the Cats want to get a win here on the road.
Yes, that is true. They're going to battle us underneath for sure. I think the guard play might separate us a little bit, hopefully. We get some steals and pressure on the perimeter. But you got to remember who the athletic director is. You know who Mike Bosnick is?
I've had multiple conversations with Mr. Bosnick as I got ready here today, but I think that you have a little bit more lore to tell me about, Mike.
Yes. Him and his brother played at Temple. He played at Pitt. All Division I athletes. And they had a third brother, and don't quote me on this, but they were all Division I.
That's incredible.
Yes. So he knows how, like I said, football, wrestling, basketball, how to create Division I athletes, and they're always prepared for the situation at hand. So let's say we're taller or faster than somebody else. He knows how to, prepare for that kind of stuff. So this is going to be a heck of a game tonight to call. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I think a great measuring stick, Mike, for how good the Prexies are and what I think Coach Livingston needs to expect is the 14-9 overall Prexies, 11-1 in their section. They came up at number 2 in their section last year. They played number 1 was Chartiers Houston in the section. They entered the WPIAL playoffs as the number 6 and would be upset at home versus number 11 Winchester Thurston. So these Lady Prexies are nothing to scoff at, Mike.
Yes, last year was a good example of that. And this is what you're supposed to do in non-section games: play the best. And that's how you get better. In that way, you get better playoff seedings when you play your own section. So this is going to be a great matchup to watch.
So, Mike, you were mentioning the guard play is really going to separate these two teams. It's probably going to be deciding the winner and loser here tonight. One of the guards who I think is going to be a huge point for the Prexies tonight, Olivia Woods, the junior point guard for the Prexies, led the team in scoring as a freshman and as a sophomore. So 2 years in a row, led the team in scoring. The Observer reporter she was their all-district on the 3rd team in the Post-Gazette City League all-section team. And she had 19 points versus Fraser, currently averaging 12 points per game. So I think that a guard like that, Mike, are really going to be a deciding factor here this evening.
Yes, correct. So communication and rotation, that's what we used to say when I was in high school and all that. So, yes, somebody like that, you cannot let them get the basketball. So they're going to cut back door, get screens like that. So when everyone communicates on defense, that's how you guard somebody as talented as her.
So would you say that that's your key tonight for Lady Wildcats? Do you think that anything, and again, as somebody who didn't play basketball as a wrestler for most of my life,
work ethic though.
Yeah, I like to think so. Would you say that the drive here from Latrobe may play a factor into how the Lady Wildcats are going to play tonight? I mean, they were stuck on that bus for a whole hour, driving all the way down here in the Prexies. I mean, they've been practicing as long as I've been setting up.
I'll tell you a story, and it has nothing to do with this girls' team. I did a 10 a.m. game.
Okay.
Newcastle played Latrobe on their home court at 10 a.m. In the bus, they didn't spend the night. So it's a 1 hour trip. They had a little downtime. So I felt so bad for the graduating class from the Wildcats that year. Sickenberger and all them, Drew Clare. Great kids.
Great names.
And they made him drive 2 hours and play right off the bus. I felt so bad.
Oh,
so this is not compared to that, obviously, but that was a great team. They upset Thomas Jefferson. I'm so proud of those kids. I'm friends with them and their parents to this day. But, yeah, this is just a 1 hour trip. You know what I mean?
You don't think it plays as much as in a factor?
No, a 10 a.m. playoff game at someone else's court. Yeah, I could not believe I had to, so.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I saw that. But, yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, they probably had a good day at school, nice meal, nice downtime. What was it, 1 hour trip for you too? Yeah. Yeah,
roughly for me, driving out of Murraysville, a little bit, around an hour. The Pittsburgh traffic kind of slowed me up a little bit. But I'll also say this, and I know that you're a big fan of this, Mike, the defense that Coach Livingston has kind of made her identity, made these Lady Wildcats their identity. Do you think that that's going to be tested here this evening from a team that, again, is not afraid to put up big numbers?
Well, yeah, they're going to play physical, that's for sure. So this is going to be a good litmus test, as they would say in chemistry class. You probably took it. Yeah. Good litmus test, yeah. So this will be a good litmus test. And like I said, the younger players stepping up, because obviously we got stars like we've had at Latrobe for the last few years with the ladies program. They've been doing great jobs going to playoffs and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing, who comes off the bench and contributes, because everybody gets in foul trouble and, things happen. They call it the ebb and flow of the game. So we'll see how that happens. But it's going to be a great game tonight. But this Prexy team looks is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I've been kind of floating between the different pronunciations.
Well, Tennessee, they call them the Lady Vols, so they call them the Lady Prexies.
I think so.
Okay.
Online it says the little, but I don't want to belittle them, so okay. I just go with Lady.
Okay, Lady. I like that. That's respectful. Lady Prexies. But they look look at them right now. They look confident. So, yeah, this is going to be a good litmus test for the Wildcats.
And this is, in my opinion, Mike, another great litmus test, because on Thursday, the Lady Wildcats are open section play. They'll be traveling to West Mifflin, one of the new additions to the section. And so winning here tonight, I think, would be great for kind of that confidence, get some swagger going before you head into the Lady Titans territory. Again, that will open section play on Thursday. The next section game that they will have will be on Tuesday next week. That will be a doubleheader. We will have that here on the Wildcats Network. I believe that Penn Trafford will be coming in to the Den, and I think that will be a great game to have.
Yep. Penn Trafford the last couple of years has been tough matchups for us, so that'll be great to see. And they were different classifications, so you're saying they're together this year, the 5A?
Yes. Yep. Yeah,
okay.
They moved around a lot of the different teams in the 5A, a lot of new sections.
I played ball with the Hurd brothers. They're at Aliquippa, the principal and head coach of the football teams. And
really?
They were telling me 5A is more competitive than 6A now, more than ever. So it's going to be a tough section this year for the Lady Wildcats and the boys as well.
I feel that the lines of separation between great teams and bad teams are a lot thinner.
Yes.
At 5A. I mean, you don't have powerhouses like North Allegheny and Central Catholic that seem to dominate at every single sport.
And they get like 5 playoff spots. Don't quote me on this, but 5 playoff spots for like 8 teams. In
yes, correct.
5A, they only get 4. You know what I mean? So it's a lot more competitive because every game matters even more for that reason.
No, I absolutely agree. And, again, with the Lady Wildcats this season, I think that section, and I think Richard and I touched on it over the summer when we did the section roundup, we mentioned the fact that I like a lot of the new teams in the Lady Wildcats section. Not only have they added West Mifflin, which, again, the Lady Wildcats will be traveling to on Thursday, but they're also adding Greensburg-Salem to the section, and they added Indiana to that section. And that Indiana team, Mike, especially that girls team, oh, my goodness, what a talented group that is.
My cousin Rick Klimchuk, head coach at Greensburg, was telling me that Indiana's girls team really took off to a different level in the offseason. So, yeah, it's a very competitive section.
So with that, folks, I think that will do it for our St. Vincent College pregame show. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups in the start of this matchup here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
Hi, I'm Matt Alamo, the new owner of both McDonald's here in Latrobe. We look forward to wowing you as customers and employees, and to join our team, apply at mchire.com or come to either location in person. Go Wildcats!
The Wildcats Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go Cats!
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
And now the starting lineup for your Lady Prexies. Sophomore, number 23, Kaylee Lynn. Sophomore, number 12, Chauncey Fuller. Junior, number 4, Kendra Wynn. Junior, number 22, Taylor Barnes. And junior, number 1, Olivia Wood. The Prexies are coached by head coach Josh Wise.
And those are your starters here this evening from Washington High School. Folks, again, thank you for joining us here on the Wildcats Network. Again, we apologize for not having any video this evening. Again, due to the restrictions of where we're kind of set up, we will not have any video this evening. But again, myself, Tristen, Borland, and Mike Yantrick are ready to go this evening. Mike, again, a big thank you to St. Vincent College for sponsoring our pregame show. And you told me you got a shout-out for somebody who I hope is listening here this evening.
Yes, sir. Jeff Mallory. Like I said, I know him, and I actually went to school with his wife, raised a great family, but he's head at St. Vincent right now. Great supporter of the program, especially the girls program.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate his contributions to the Wildcat Network on top of that.
So we're ready to go this evening, again, from Washington High School. For the Prexies is Kendra Wynn, who we mentioned is one of the players to go on the tip-off. Wynn wins it, and a foul comes quickly.
No pun intended, huh? Wynn wins it. Yeah.
I didn't even know I did that. You see, like, that's why I need a color commentator on broadcasts like this for the Cats. Bria Vrilla, one of the volleyball stars for the girls volleyball team, to bring it into play for the Wildcats.
Wynn didn't win it.
Oh,
I guess the Wildcats got a lot of W's on the floor tonight, huh?
You know what? I'd love to see some more in the column for the Cats.
Yep. We got Bradley at the point tonight. I like this.
Very nice. So Bodner to Avrilla, out wide to Johnston. Lady Wildcats doing a good job passing, bringing it inside the paint. Shot goes up by Johnston, gets 2.
Nice shot. Good ball work, too.
So now the Prixies to bring it in. And a 5-second violation there by the Prixies.
Yeah, Mackenzie's bringing that full court pressure tonight, which is good.
That seems to be Coach Livingston's kind of go-to, Mike.
Yep.
So now inbounding is the senior Carly Burke. For the Cats, shot goes up. Myers gets 2 as well.
We can jump out early like this. This is great.
So Cats up 4-0 here early. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter, which is again brought to us by Steve Lamani Realty Group. Thank you, Steve Lamani, for supporting the Wildcats Network and supporting our roundouts, which are up on our YouTube channel. Steal there by Bodner. Traveling inside, layup, and she gets fouled. So she'll go to the line.
Yeah, our guard's pressure so far has been amazing, so great job by Briley.
Briley gained the steal and bringing it down and going in for the layup. 6:42 left to go here in this first period. Silence.
Yeah, Maggie and Bree haven't even done anything yet, and we're up, 5-0, so it's amazing that our guards have stepped up this much.
And you mentioned during our pregame, Mike, that was going to be a big thing this evening, was the guard play.
That's definitely. Oh, there we go again.
And off of the miss there, stealing for Johnson. Now it's Avrilla outside the key to Myers underneath, goes up. Layup not there. Johnson rebound shot is missed. Cats wrestling for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to give possession to Washington.
I like that take by Maggie, though. That was a strong take. They'll fall as the game goes on.
So now inbounding are the Prixies. Not scored yet with 6:25 left to go on the rolling clock here in the first quarter of play.
You have a rolling clock?
So far,
okay.
At 6:15. Travel call there.
Good help side.
Possession.
Yeah, Bree. How do you pronounce her name? Havrilla?
Havrilla. Bree Havrilla.
Yeah, great help side defense by Bree.
So Bodner to inbound to Kenzie Johnson. Steal there. Cats able to recover, though. Now to Myers to Johnson. Goes up. Shot just barely doesn't make it. And, Mike, that's a tough one to not have fall, and a foul is called.
Yeah, those little 10-footers are tough. But she hit one already, so she'll bounce back.
She's kind of feeling it out right now is what you're saying.
Yeah, that was in and out. Yep.
So now inbounding.
Yeah, you got to take that shot 10 times out of 10, though. You cannot not take it. Double negative, right? Yeah.
Barnes inbounds. It's poked away by the Cats, but Prixies and stolen away by Carly Burke. Mike, the Cats have some sticky paws here, getting a lot of steals early, and that's 2 for Myers.
Yep. Great steal, great pass, great fast break, and then we got timeout on the floor, Tristen.
And a quick timeout comes, but we're going to keep it here and thank again our first quarter sponsor. That's Team Steve Lamani from Realty One Group, your local real estate experts. Team Steve Lamani at Realty One Group offers unparalleled knowledge of the Westmoreland real estate market, whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned seller. Steve Lamani at Realty One Group is here to guide you every step of the way. Give them a call at 724-972-1543 or email at steve@teamlamani.com. Thank you, Steve Lamani, for your generous support of the Wildcats Network. So, Mike, would you say that was a great time out there for the Prixies? They're kind of fumbling a little bit. They need to kind of bring themselves back in.
Well, it's still football season. They're down 7-0, so usually that's when a coach would call a timeout. So I guess that's on par, right?
I like that. So Barnes.
Nice trap there by the Wildcats. There you go. They're going to get a 10-second call here.
So trying to avoid the 10-second call.
They just crossed it.
And, Mike, I'm seeing a lot of mono defense here, a lot of one-on-one here from the Cats early. Shot from 3 does not land for the Prixies, and Havrilla gives it to Burke.
That's what makes Burkhart and Livingston such great coaches. Oh, there we go. They go into the line for 2. No, they just know they do the full court press and they back up to the matchup zone. It's been that way for 4 or 5 years and successful. But great take by Maggie on that one.
So Maggie Myers, again, the sophomore who we highlight as one of the Cats to really pay attention to this evening, goes to the line and will miss her first free throw. And a little nerve-wracking here. This is not the first time the Cats have gone to the line, though. This is their second player traveling to the free throw line. She is 0 for 1 right now. And substitutions come in for the Prexies. On now is Xavier King. Up. And she's able to get that one to drop there. Myers now has 5 in the first quarter.
Great start by the Wildcats here.
So, yes, Cats up 8-0. Olivia Woods inbounds, and she now has the ball. Again, the leading point scorer for the Prexies so far. And they're going to give that possession to the Cats.
That should have been a charge, but the referee gave him an out on that one. So it did go off on the Prexies. So great defense by the Wildcats there.
So now inbounding is Bree Havrilla. And one of the referees stopping, going to get a check of the scorebook for the Prexies. And again, Cats up 8-0.
They didn't call a foul, I didn't think. Maybe that's what they're checking. I don't know for sure, though. We'll see what happens here.
They may be checking. I do see hand motions in this form of a charge pointing towards the Prexies. So, Mike, I think you're right. I think they're going to give a charge.
Yeah, it looked like one, but we don't have, like, the big monitor like on CBS, so it's like,
Not yet.
Oh, they called this is a technical foul. I didn't see what happened with that, but, yes, Carly Burke on the line for 2 shots. Everyone's on the bench, so it's definitely either an intentional or technical foul.
So Burke goes up. She gets the first one there. That is Carly Burke's first points of the game. Cats up 9-0. 5:07 left to go in the first quarter of play. And that is her second one.
Yeah, my honest assessment is it was either an elbow to the face or somebody complained. I just missed whatever it was, but it was obviously 2 shots in the ball.
And that foul will be awarded. The technical foul is awarded to Olivia Woods, who did drop Carly Burke on what you said should have been called a charge. And now Bodner. Travel call there on Bria Vrilla, so possession now goes to the Prexies.
Full court press by the Wildcats here.
Olivia Woods.
Yeah, Mackenzie got them in great shape.
Look at that pass going out of bounds. Now, Mike, would you say that that's a miscommunication?
That was just great defense and pressure. So we got to take the ball out. Here's the rule. You got to take the ball out where it was thrown in at because nobody touched it. So that's why she's taking it out right here. But that was all defensive pressure. I'm sure they had a play set up, but our defense was right on top of them. That's why they didn't touch the ball, so you can get it taken out in the same spot.
So Bodner now to Maggie Myers underneath. Goes for a layup. Can't get to drop it. Kenzie Johnson gets the steal, and her layup does not drop either. So now the Prexies get the rebound and now have possession. Moving down the court are the Prexies. Pressuring her is Riley Bodner, and a travel is called on the Prexies. That's their second one tonight here in the first quarter of play.
I wish we had visual. I know we don't, but that would be a perfect teaching point for the young ladies and gentlemen watching this game, because you cannot pick up your pivot foot when you change directions. It's an obvious call. Everybody sees the NBA with the 3-step drop back, and they think they can get away with it at this level. You can't. I mean, Mr. Fenton will tell you that. I mean, you just can't do it at this level.
Kenzie Johnson tags out, and in comes Lindsey Williams. Shot from 3 goes up, but it doesn't drop. That is Emery Bridge, who is now onto the court as well. Foul is called. Holding.
The 10-yard penalty?
No, I agree, Mike. A lot of football on the brain right now for a lot of people. I know that the PIAA state playoffs ended on Saturday, and no WPIAL teams, Mike, coming home with any of the hardware.
From your neck of the woods, though, there was a great ending. Not Bellwood Antis, but one of those schools from Johnstown area.
Okay.
There was a great finish, actually. Don't quote me on who it was, but there was a great finish from, was it Conemaugh, or what do they call that, District 6? Appalachian, I forgot the name of the school, but yeah, there was a great finish, actually, last week. But they weren't from the WPIAL, though, yeah.
We'll have to look that up during our break between the first and second period. Inbounding in now are the Lady Wildcats. With it is Carly Burke. To Williams.
Oh, Bishop McCourt.
Out in 3. The corner 3 does not drop from Lindsey Gasky, but the layup does for Maggie Myers. That's 7 for her now in the first quarter of play. So now the inbound, and the foul is called on Myers.
See, those are good in the first half because we only got 2 team fouls. It's like put the pressure on, get the big lead while you can, you know what I mean?
That is her first foul of the evening for Maggie Myers, and now an inbound to come from the Prexies. Looking for an opening. The Prexies have already had a 5-second violation, now trying to avoid the second one. They move into Cats territory. Pass underneath the paint, poking it away was Williams. Wrestle. Now inside the paint, layup, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to give that one, though, to the Prexies on the possession.
Founding father, George Washington on the, you see that?
Crossing the Delaware there on the wall here at Washington High School. And, Mike, we talked a lot about it in the St. Vincent College pregame show, how beautiful it is here. Good bounce pass underneath. Layup, trying to get it to drop. They can't. And coming away with it is Williams. And Prexies retake it. Now from outside of 3:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Euro step, and that's 2 there.
Yeah, she split that double really nice.
Beautiful layup there from Tyler Barnes. That's 2, and that's the first 2 here for the Prexies. Inside the paint, shot goes up, and will not drop.
Ooh.
They're going to give a shove. A shot from Miley Williams will not drop at going to the line.
That should be underneath, I believe, even though it's not a shooting foul. Oh, they're taking it on the side? Okay.
Kaylin Wynn called on the foul, and inbounding it now for the Cats is Lindsey Gasky, the junior. For Lady Wildcats. We'll inbound it on the near side for myself and Mike. And Carly Burke brings it from the backcourt on the pass. Nice bounce pass there. Cats having a great job moving. Now corner 3 comes up, and draining it is Lindsey Gasky.
Great ball movement by the Wildcats there. Everybody touched the basketball in that possession.
Cats up 14-2 here on the road. Stolen pass by Emery Bridge, and it goes off the backboard. But Burke on the rebound can't get that one to drop as well. Burke in the corner. Swings it inside the paint to Myers, and she gets fouled. And so Maggie Myers now going to the line.
Yeah, Maggie reminds me of Rafferty and Emma Blair. I mean, the way she just battles on the boards, and, she's always around everything. It's great to see.
And a player like Maggie Myers, who stands at 5'10", is a force to be reckoned with inside the paint. And, Mike, we mentioned in the roundups, myself and Richard, how the Cats just seem to produce generational talent year in and year out. Mike, what's the deal with that?
Oh, it's about the freshmen and sophomores stepping up when they come off the bench. That's where it comes from, and she's a perfect example of that.
So Myers missed the first free throw, but she gets the second one there. She's now up to 8 points in the first quarter. Cats up 15-2 with 2:31 left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Now, Miley Williams is another one. She put a lot of hard work in the offseason.
So Miley Williams on the court now. Long pass comes, and it's able to be caught by the Prexies. They will slow down, take their time. It's with Barnes. Layup inside the paint, and a foul is drawn. Let's see who they're going to call that on. They're going to call that on Miley Williams. So Kayla Barnes will head to the line for the Prexies, who are down 15-2 here in the first quarter. 2:26 left to go in this quarter.
Yeah, Barnes has been their whole offense so far, literally. She's the only person inside the three-point line that's been producing for them. So obviously Coach Livingston's going to adjust and adapt to that, but she's had a good start for them, even though the score's off.
So they get another point there. Barnes has 4 points for the Prexies, who have scored 4 points so far in this game. Pressure coming. Cats trying to move it across the line, and they do. Nice pass, swinging it out to the corner. 3. It drains another one there for the Cats. Oh, my apologies, Mike. I guess you had a foot on the line. That was Blue Bosch. And up and getting 2 there are the Prexies.
Yeah, it's Coach Bosch's daughter. Yeah, she's going to be a great player as well. But, yeah, her foot was just on the line. Yeah, just on the line. It was close, yeah.
Going inside the paint. Up goes 2. Can't get it to drop. Prexies get the rebound. And now coming up the court now. 17-6 is your score. Prexies with the ball at the top of the key. Losing it there, and Woods will recover. with possession, swings it, and just over the head, that's Cats ball there. Olivia Woods with a pass that was just a little bit too high, and Kenzie Johnson comes on to the hardwood now for Miley Williams. Inbounding it now is Julia Bluebosch.
Yeah, her dad was a great quarterback and my coach when I was in high school in football.
Really?
Great man, yeah. He's still a nice score by that. Oh, who's that? By Burke.
That was Carly Burke, yes, on the hook.
But yeah, that man taught me a lot about football, coaching, teaching, and life in general. So it's good to see his daughter out here doing good.
So Burke with 4. Prexies now inside the paint is Woods trying to look for a pass. Step, layup, and a travel is called. And you're right, Mike. That's the 3rd travel by the Prexies. She had planted her foot and lifted it up and drew the travel call. So now here comes Lady Wildcats with his Bluebosch to Kenzie Johnson. Now in the corner with Carly Burke, and just barely over the head of Julia Bluebosch. That's a turnover. Cats up 19-6.
Tristen, talking about Coach Bullebosch, his daughter playing, he played a Washington Jefferson national title game. He played with them. Yeah, I remember that. Yes, so her father was a great athlete. Played for the presidents here, Washington Jefferson, right down the road. Yep.
Inbound pass poked away by Kenzie Johnson.
I know I got to stop gassing
No,
him up
you're
too
good.
much. I'm putting too much pressure on his daughter here, right? Yeah, but I'm serious. Great man, and it's great to see her out here.
So Olivia Woods inbound now for the Prexies. Bodner kicks it away, and that will be out, but the Prexies will maintain possession of the ball here. With 52 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Cats up 19-6. And myself, Tristen Borland, and Mike Yantrick, both very excited to be here this evening and glad to have you here on the Wildcats. And we're back to Woods for 3, and she drains that one there. Olivia Woods, her first points of the night.
That was the first points by anybody else, I think, tonight.
No, you're absolutely right. Shot from 3, drops short, inbound, rebound. Cats can't get the layup to drop in and stolen away. So 25 seconds left to go here. It's 9-19. Prexies trail by 10. Inside Woods, layup bounces off the backboard, stolen away by Carly Burke.
Nice fast break.
Bounce. Can't get that one to drop is Bluebosch. I think they're going to give possession to the Prexies, and they will. 8 seconds left to go. Olivia Woods inbound now.
Okay, we got 8.4 seconds here. We're still pressing. Watch the deep one. There you go.
Stolen away by Bluebosch to Burke. 5 seconds left. 2 up by Johnson, and it will not drop. It bounces off the back of the rim. Wrestling match, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, I'm going to pick Mike's brain a little bit about what he saw in the first quarter. Coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen, and we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral Home. Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust and will do our best to prove we are where dignity prevails.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Back here on the Wildcats Network from Washington High School in Washington, Pennsylvania. Second quarter of play coming up. Cats up 19-9. Folks, Tristen Borland alongside with me is Mike Yantrick. And Mike, Cats have played a great defense so far, but they've scored just as well.
Yes, that's correct. The full court pressure was a difference in the beginning, first 4 minutes. And then they call it slippage, where things just happen throughout a game, and they bounce back as good as well.
So We are on our way here. Cats have possession in the second quarter, which I remind everybody is brought to us by the Latrobe Bulletin. 3 up by Burke does not drop. Cats get the rebound. Pass underneath. Myers loses a hot one there. And it goes out of bounds. Mike, for just as little as 35 cents a day, you can keep up with all of the news in the local area. I personally am a subscriber to the Latrobe Bulletin, and you can as well at www.latrobebulletin.com. And Mike, my apologies. You were trying to point something out there while I was doing that read. That ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Wildcats basketball. No, Latrobe Bulletin. My parents subscribed to that their whole lives, and it's always nice on a Saturday morning after a basketball game or a football game to read their Latrobe Bulletin. So great shout out to them. It always is. It's a big deal when you grow up in Latrobe, you know.
Bounce pass there from Burke. It goes back to Burke. It's stolen away by the Prexies, who are trying to make a run and a foul call, but Prexies will maintain possession. I believe the foul is going to be called on Lindsey Gasky. And my apologies, the call is on Emery Bridge. That's our second of the evening here in the second quarter. 7:33 left to go on the clock. Pass in. And another foul called.
Nickel dimer, as Dick Vitale would say. Or no, Bill Rafferty actually quoted that one. Nickel dimer, they call that. It could go either way, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So substitutions coming now for Lady Wildcats. Coming off the hardwood is Emery Bridge. That was her third foul there. And coming on to the hardwood is Riley Bodner. See, Mike, I'm impressed. I have to keep looking over at my my roster. You just see the back of the jersey. You're like, I know exactly who that is.
Ooh, that's a moving screen, I think.
That's a foul call there. We'll see what the call is, but I trust Mike.
No, they call it. It is what it is. So it's underneath for the Washington Prexies.
So Prexies will get the ball now. 9:19 is your score. Rebound stolen away by the Cats on the layup by the Prexies, and Maggie Myers with possession and hands it off there to Bodner, who brings in the Prexies territory. Bounce pass. Swings it. Shot could come from 3 underneath, and a foul is called on the block.
I like that attack by Gasky on that. That's how you draw the foul. And they're racking them up, too. Now, they do – here's the difference, Tristen. They do it period by period now, so everything resets instead of at the half. So that we won't be going to the line for 3 more fouls, technically.
3-point up by Burke, and she drops it there.
Great shot by Carly Burke, senior leader.
Her second 3 of the night, and she gets it to drop. That's her first points of the second quarter of play. 6:50 left to go here in that second quarter. Again, brought to us by the Latrobe Bulletin. Here come the Prexies charging down the field. Holding up. Pass there to Olivia Wood. Now shot. And that, I believe they're going to call 2. Yes. Mike helping me out there with that one. 2 there to Xavier King.
They got this 1-3-1, but I think we can dissect it by shooting threes if we communicate. She stepped out. So the 1-3-1, it's designed to shoot the 3, so they're going to trap the corners. We got to stay away from the corners, but we'll adjust. We got great coaches here at Latrobe, so we'll do good.
Cats up 22-11. Prexies have the ball now after the count. Olivia Wood on the far side, traveling down in the paint. Shot goes up, and it does not drop for her. And now here come the Cats. Again, 6:05 here in the second quarter of play. Now Bodner. Bodner bounce pass to Bria Vrille inside the paint. Now to Bodner, goes for the shot, and that's 2 there for Brie Bodner.
Great teamwork by the Wildcats so far. This scoreboard's a little, I don't know, I don't know what the word is, but it's not accurate over here. So we got 24-11, correct?
Correct, 24-11. Mike's mentioning on the far side that the Cats are up 41-11. And as great as that would be, that is not the case. Steal there by Bria Vrille over Olivia Wood, and Wood punches it away. Great job there. But the Cats will have possession, and Kenzie Johnson tags in for Lindsey Gasky, who Mike has put on some great minutes so far this evening.
Yes, great contribution. They went 9 deep so far, and everybody's contributed for the Lady Wildcats.
And that's a great sign, again, as Lady Wildcats this Thursday will open section play on the road against West Mifflin. It will be good for them to get some moxie and confidence here. Under 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter of play. Shot from 3 from Burke does not go. And I think a foul is coming. And back to the line goes Maggie Myers, her third trip of the night.
Yep, 5th and 6th free throws for her. That's a good sign. Anytime you got a player that plays in the post, when you go to the line, that means you're doing something right. Good job by her.
Myers gets that one. That's 9 points for Myers on the night. 8 in the first quarter. Now in the second, getting her first at the line. Trying to get the second. And she does there. Mike, I was worried I jinxed her on that, reading out her scoring stats.
I do that all the time. I jinx free throw shooters. I think every broadcaster does to an extent. So I know you could never guess, right? So we got a timeout on the floor, I believe.
Yes, a timeout. And another reminder for the Latrobe Bulletin, the second quarter sponsor. Again, 35 cents a day. You can get all the news that you could possibly need. Again, myself, a subscriber, an e-subscriber. I tune in online to make sure I am up to date with all the sports in the local area. Not just Latrobe, even though the Latrobe Bulletin does a great job of keeping up with Latrobe sports. Ligonier Valley and the Derry area, they do a great job of keeping up with it. So again, a thank you to the Latrobe Bulletin for sponsoring the Wildcats Network. And Mike, we talk about the schools that Latrobe Bulletin covers. We mentioned Derry area. To go over the schedule of this coming week, you were here tonight at Washington. We're going to be back at the Den tomorrow night for the second season of the Lady Wildcats wrestling team. We're going to have that matchup versus Valley. And then on Wednesday, we have the backyard brawl at the Den, Greater Latrobe versus Derry area.
I just talked to, oh my gosh, we golfed together and everything. So basically, the ladies wrestling program, the coach, last few years, my dad and him are good friends. He was at Derry for a while.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, I don't know the name, but I know who you're talking about.
I want you to remember this because you're the wrestler, not me. But I just golf with him, so think about it for a second because he's a great guy.
Steal there by Carly Burke, and a foul is called. So Carly Burke draws a foul, goes to the line, but Mike.
Tristen, Coach Ludwig, how do you not know him? It's okay. he had state champions at Derry. Now he's the girls' coach at Latrobe.
I did not know.
Yeah, we golfed together. I just spoke to him anyway. Yeah, he's doing a great job with the ladies at the Wildcats. Yes, I just thought you would catch on to it. I was just,
you were like, "Yo, he's a big." So being from District 10, I'm not as well versed in the WPIAL area in terms of the wrestling, but I know the fine folks over at the Westmoreland Sports Network do a great job of covering wrestling. That's 2 for 2 at the line there for Carly Burke. So Cats up 28-11, 5:10 on the clock. Pass outside the key.
Yeah, women's wrestling's been great the last few years in this region. I'm really impressed with the progress they made.
Wrestling underneath the paint, or underneath the hoop inside the paint. Cats get it. That's Avrilla to Myers trying to go up for it. She gets the 2. It's Maggie Myers.
Well, going by that score, we're up 100-11, but in real life, I think it's 30-11. There we go, Carly.
Still there, Carly Burke. She gets 2 as well. Mike, they are just raining it down right now. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the stats.
Yeah, the Wildcat press, full effect right now.
Lady Wildcats aggressive on the defense now with the Prexies. 4:25 left to go here in the second quarter of play. Bounce pass to Xavier King in the corner.
Oh,
and
jump.
She gets a blocking foul on Kenzie Johnson. So going to the live is Xavier King. And Mike, I could see Coach Livingston miming the correct way for the block. Would you be able to describe that to our listeners at home?
I mean, you get your hands on the basketball, it should be a jump, but like I said, the referee probably had a better view than us. So.
No, I agree. Not able to get the first free throw to drop. Cats. Substitutions coming in now.
Miley Williams back in the game along with Drenovich. Drenovich is in the game, so we're going 10 deep already in the first half here.
We'd love to see it. Second free throw is up, and it will drop there for Xavier King. That's 3 points for her here in the second quarter of play. Carly Burke down with the ball and passes it into Cats territory. Johnson from 3. Swing pass to the top of the key. Back to Kenzie Johnson inside the paint. She tries to get 2, can't get the drop. And Olivia Woods. No, that is Kendra Wynn. They are getting it for the Prexies. Now to King. Under 4 minutes left to go here. Carly Burke with heavy pressure. Inside goes King. Swings the pass. Trying to find an opening. The Cats defense is smothering right now.
Communication. Ooh.
And the and one goes there. That's Tyler Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes, she got that Euro step down patch. I don't know how she split that double team, but she found a way to get to the hole. She did.
Gila Barnes will get the and one here. So now the score 32-14, 3:42 left to go here in the second quarter of play on the Wildcats network.
There's Nikki Barnes down there. Heck of an athlete back in the day. I'm guessing they're related.
Yeah. She cannot get the and one, so only a 2-point play there for the Prexies. And
I wonder if that's her father. I don't know for sure, though.
I guess you'll have to go down and make some friends, Mike, during halftime. Johnson, shot goes up, can't get it to drop there. Cats wrestling for it inside the paint. Now it's with Maggie Myers, goes up, and she gets two there for the Lady Wildcats.
Reminds you of Emma Blair again. Look at that. She's stepping up big time already this season. Great to see that.
That is 14 on the night so far for Myers. Steal there, goes up, won't drop, but Burke gets the rebound, and she gets two. So a injury on the hardwood now, and out of respect for the down Prexies, we're going to take a break as well here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. 3:06 left to go in the second quarter of play. Cats up 36-14. Tristen Borland here on the call alongside me, the one and only Mike Yantrick. And Mike, two is going to be called an and one after the layup by Carly Burke. She's going to be heading to the line.
Yes, hopefully the young lady's okay for the Prexies, and we're going to line for one shot here, up 36-14 with 3:06 to go in the second period here in Washington, Pennsylvania.
That's Tyler Barnes, who is injured on the side there. She is currently the leading point scorer for the Prexies. She has 5 points on the night.
Oh, no and one. Okay.
So they're not going to give the and one. A possession is going to be given to the Prexies, though. So inbounding with 3:04 left to go again in the second quarter, or the second quarter of play.
Dollars to Donuts are going to go deep on this. We're going to. Oh no, they're going to the corner again. Wow.
No, I agree. They've been throwing it deep whenever they've been inbounding it. Blocked there by Williams.
We're going to get a 10-second call. Watch this. Oh.
Cats heavy press there, wrestling match, and they're going to give that possession, I believe, to the Cat. No, they're going to give it to the Prexies.
Yeah, the possession arrow. So we get the next one, correct.
So Emery Bridge in a tough battle there with Bryant. And Prexies will be given possession of the ball to inbound. Cats again up 36-14. And pass in.
They're backing off a little bit here, but we're still in man-to-man defense here. A nice hands.
Stealing away there is Miley Williams. Could go for two. Lays up, won't get to drop. Burks on the rebound. Wrestling match underneath the hoop.
That's our ball underneath.
And you got to know that Coach Livingston's excited for that, having possession underneath the hoop. Now she can call a play.
Yep. Now, knowing Coach Livingston, we're going to have a three-point shot. Some kind of play. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to try to get our shooters open.
Carly Burke to inbound, coming on to the hardwood is Bullbosh.
There we go. Carly. Oh!
Travel call there by the Cats. And
she was wide open, too. Oh, I can't believe they called that.
Carly Burke had the inbound pass back to her. She did have possession from three, but again, the travel was called on her. So now the Prexies 36-14. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here. Now with King. And a foul call there on Burke. And I think that's going to send Kane to the line, and it will. And now they could cut this down to a 20-point game for Lady Wildcats, 2:27 left to go in the second quarter of play.
So for any new listeners out there, they don't do it by half anymore. They do it by period. So anytime you get 5 fouls within a period, you go right to the line, just so everybody knows the difference.
King gets that one to drop. Now has 4 points for the Prexies in this quarter. And her shot is up and can't get it to go. Maggie Myers on the rebound. Carly Burke now with possession. Brings it into Prexies territory. Swings it out. Shot goes up. It is 2. And that's 2 there for Drenovich.
Nice shot by Drenovich. Foot right on the line. It was like very close, yeah.
That was near side, so I was able to see it that time. I usually need Mike to help me out there with seeing it. Now inside the paint are the Prexies Cats trying to get a good defense line up, and it will not drop on the layup. Another shot. Can't get it to drop. Stolen away by the Cats by Myers. On the rebound. Pass back to Drenovich, and she gets 2 more. Heating up there, Mike.
Yes. You got a feel for the game right now. 40-15. Wildcats are up. Full court press right here. Uh-oh. Almost got it. We got a turnover. It should be underneath, I believe. There's Nikki Bonds underneath the hoop. Look at him strutting out there with his Pistons. Grant Hill throwback. You see that? Yeah.
That is a beautiful jersey there, that Pistons jersey.
That was his rookie one. Yeah, Grant Hill rookie jersey right there. Yeah. No, that dude could play back in the day. He could, yeah. He really could. No, him himself, not just Grant Hill, yeah.
So from the top of the key, 3 comes, and Carly Burke just barely can't get it. She has 2 threes already so far this evening. And wrestling for the ball underneath the paint. They're going to call a travel call, and they're going to give that possession back to the Prexies. Charging down the hardwood was Tajay Bryant.
So here's the biggest thing about non-section games. They watch film all the time with technology these days. So, yeah. See that? You got to jump stuff so you could rotate like that. That's great fast break by the Wildcats.
Fast break and one there for Lindsey Gasky. The bounce pass by Carly Burke found its mark. And a possible 3-point play coming up.
I wish we had replay on that because they set up the steal to the fast break, and I guarantee that was part of the play on defense, setting up that. That's what I was trying to get into, but that was a great job by the Wildcats there. 3-on-1 fast break.
And the and one for number 1, Lindsey Gasky does not drop. She has an opportunity for 3, can't get it. So now sealing it away are the Prexies. 1:01 left to go here in the first half of play. Moving down the hardwood now, bounce pass, and another travel call there on the Prexies.
Referees are calling this game strict for a non-section game. It's almost like a playoff atmosphere with the referees, but it's okay, though. We're up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Cats up 42-15, under a minute left to go. Carly Burke swings it. Back to the top of the key, Carly Burke can't get that one to drop. She's now 2 of 4 for 3. And another foul call there.
2 shots. Everything goes to the line now.
So now heading to the line are the Prexies. Drenovich called for her first foul. And now heading to the line is Bryant.
Yeah, Drenovich getting him some good minutes so far.
She's heating up 2 for 2 so far from the field is Drenovich. And the first free throw will not drop for the junior Bryant. Her second to come after the foul by Drenovich. She gets that one. Her first points of the second quarter. So now Carly Burke crosses the line. Nice pass, almost missed it. Shot is up, and the 2-pointer does not drop for the Cats. And so now the Prexies under 30 seconds left to go. 42-16 is the score.
Oh, Bullabosh with the pressure got the back court.
Very nice there, and Mike, that's that defense.
Yep. She put her on her heels, as they say. Great defense.
So now Bullabosh with possession with 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter of play. Carly Burke swings it back. Now with it is Stranovich, who sends it back to Gasky. Gasky trying to find an opening. Under 10 seconds left to go. Bounce pass to Carly Burke. Now Dranovich from three. Can't get to drop. Cats keep it in bounds. What a play.
Oh.
And that will do it. Mike, what a play there. Gasky was able to swing the rebound back into play, but Carly Burke can't find the net.
Yeah, the effort was there for sure. Great effort by the Wildcats so far in this first half, Tristen.
So 42-16 is the score here as we get ready for our halftime break. We're going to take a break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have your first half stats, and I'm going to pick Mike's brain a little bit about what he's seeing here on the hardwood coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
The Wildcat Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go, Cats!
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Change your future at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in robotics, nursing, cybersecurity, or in any of our 100-plus programs. You can also plan your degree to transfer to more than 40 colleges and universities. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is your perfect fit. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/apply. That's westmoreland.edu/apply. And start your ambitious journey today.
Welcome to Ligonier Valley Learning Center Incorporated, where little hands do big things. For 38 years, Latrobe Kinder School has provided a continuum of quality services which promotes the emotional, behavioral, educational, and physical development of children. We've used a research-based curriculum that will help your child grow academically and socially. Guidance from our expert teachers, combined with our state-of-the-art play areas, will build your child's brains and bodies. Latrobe Kinderschool provides high-quality pre-K education for 3 and 4-year-old children at no cost to qualifying families through the pre-K counts. Our enrollment is always open. Visit our website, LigonierValleyLearningCenter.com, to apply today.
Are you looking for a fresh start or a career change? Unlock your potential at Westmoreland County Community College. Earn your degree in biology, welding, visual arts, or in any of our 100-plus programs. Convenient, affordable, no fee to apply. Westmoreland County Community College is dedicated to your success. For more details, check us out at westmoreland.edu/fresh start. That's westmoreland.edu/fresh start and begin your ambitious journey today.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristen Borland alongside Mike Yantrick with 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the halftime break. Cats up 42-16 as we get ready for our halftime show, which is brought to everybody at home by the Wildcats Network emailing list. Never miss a Wildcats Network broadcast by signing up for our emailing list. Sign up for the free emailing list at www.wildcatsnet.com. And by signing up for this email, you'll receive an email directly into your inbox every single week with the weekly schedule and links to every game on the schedule. Again, sign up for the Wildcats Network email list at wildcatsnet.com. Thank you for supporting the Wildcats Network. And Mike, the Wildcats up 42-16. I think one of the big stats to talk about are all the steals that the Cats had so far this evening. We don't have that exact number, but you know as well as I do, it was quite a bit.
Yes, I counted 9, but I'm not the official stat person.
Okay.
Coach Fez, 43 years down there. Let's give him 2 claps on this one. He's the one that has the official stats. And but anyway, I counted 9. But Carly Burke set the tone on defense. She was the point person. We trapped them in the corners. Only time they really got away with it was throwing it deep every once in a while. And Barnes, I hope she's okay, but she was the only one who actually put buckets in for them before she got hurt. But, yeah, it starts with the senior leadership, and it trickles down. Bolabosh, Drenovich, Miley Williams, Gasky. Obviously, Maggie Myers is going to get her double-double tonight. So, great team effort by the Wildcats so far.
And you mentioned Barnes. We saw her traveling off the field. We wish her the best and hopefully a speedy recovery. She will not be returning in this game. She at the moment leads the Prixies in scoring. She has 6 so far on the night. Right behind her with 4 points on the night is Xavier King, the senior, currently for the Prixies on the hardwood. So, Mike, that's got to be tough to have your top scorer exit the field.
Yes, obviously. I hope she's okay and she bounces back well. I'm seeing a living legend right now. I had no idea he was at the gym. Dante Calabria. You remember him from North Carolina in the 90s? His father was a legendary referee.
Really?
He's right there behind the head coach. I don't know what he's doing here at the game, but his son
he has some ties
won a national title for Dean Smith in Carolina in the 90s, but he was a referee when I was in school.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to pay my respects after the game. That's what I like about Washington. It has that urban feel to it here.
Yeah.
So you don't know who's going to be here. I mean, you just random people are just showing up here tonight, and it's kind of cool. Maybe he's critiquing the referees or something because that was his trade. Mm-hmm. Dante played in Italy for 11 years. His son, after he played at Carolina, won a national title, one of the best three-point shooters I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's got to be a reason why he's here. But,
you were mentioning on the other side for the Lady Wildcats, top scorer Maggie Myers currently leads the Cats with 16 points. Right behind her is Carly Burke with 13 points so far this evening. And we mentioned those two as one of our Cats to watch at the start during our St. Vincent College pregame show. And, Mike, are you really surprised by that at all, those two being your top scorers?
Well, that's the thing about these girls. They know how to get offense off of their defense. So it's not like they're sitting waiting for a pass to shoot or just score that way. They get their defense to start their offense. The fast break showing that. And the ball movement, I was really impressed with Maggie. She goes right to the elbow all the time, and then she turns and pivots and goes to the corner or scores. So it's a great ball movement by the Wildcats so far here.
One of the players that did, however, really impress me, Mike, would be number 12, the sophomore and little sister to Jack Drenovich. That's Sophia Drenovich, who came off the bench and went 2 for 2 from the field, has 4 points in the second quarter.
Oh, yes. Jack Janovich, obviously, he made his legacy with the Latrobe football program. Great job, and it's great to see her. I knew just by the name itself that she'd be a good athlete, you know what I mean? So, great job. And their parents are great people as well.
So, Prixies will get the inbound. Cats up 42-16 as we are on our way with the third quarter of play. Our third quarter, of course, is brought to us by Bardini's Country Smokehouse. We'll get into Gary's read in just a little bit. One of the longest standing sponsors here on the Wildcats Network. Inside the paint right now are the Prixies with possession of it.
I must have had 20 kids at school show me the Tash commercial with the Bardinis. They like that, yeah.
We were so thankful that Alex Tash took time out of his day to be a part of that. He really enjoyed it. Now out with King. They're going to give her 3, but it was wide. Swinging it back in, though, are the Prixies. Great hustle there. And they now have possession of the ball. Inside the paint, Win. Shot goes up, and the rebound now by Maggie Meyer. She now has to have double-double.
Look at that stash on Mr. Calabria.
Oh, that is
school.
legendary.
Yeah.
I could only dream of growing a mustache like that. Mike, shot. They're going to give her 3. It's Burt, but she doesn't get to drop. But number 3 gets the rebound. That's Bria Vrilla, who will get 2 there.
Yeah, Bria's giving him great minutes tonight.
Bria Vrilla scoring her first points of the game. Inbound now for the Prixies, bringing in the Cats territory. Swing it. Now shot, layup, bounces off. Great block there by the rim. And now Carly Burke swings it to Bria Vrilla. Underneath, goes up. That's 2 more for her.
You know, Kenzie started that with her defense. Great fast break, great finish by Bria.
Now the Prixies trying to maintain possession.
Our ball again. She dribbled on the sidelines. I keep forgetting we don't have it on TV. But, yes, she dribbled on the sidelines. Now it's Wildcat basketball.
So now with possession are the Cats. Carly Burke will send Bodner, who brings it into Prixie territory. Bounce pass to from Briley Bodner to Carly Burke. Now far side inside the paint. Bounce pass to Maggie Myers, who's trying to wrestle away. Now Kenzie Johnson will get fouled. She'll get 2.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Kenzie's development in the offseason. She's a senior now, leadership as well, just like Burke, and she's doing a great job tonight for the Wildcats.
So Kenzie Johnson now at the line, and her shot goes up, just barely. It bounces in and pops right back out.
30-point lead, 46-16 with 5:58 to go here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
So now Kenzie Johnson from the line, and she will not drop it, but rebound Maggie Myers, and her shot won't go in as well. Now Bodner, and she's fouled. She's going to get 2 as well. And Mike, something I wanted to point out, Bria Vrilla didn't have any points so far in this game. Now here in the third, she's 2 from 2 from the field and has 4 points for the Lady Wildcats. She's really caught fire.
Yep. They call them program players. She bought into the program with the hard work, the defense, the conditioning, and that's when you get your easy buckets. And she found her niche, and she's doing a great job.
Game 1 there is Bodner from the free throw line. She can't get the second one to drop. Cats trying to get the rebound. They do. Maggie Myers, and she is fouled as well. Mike, that is 3 almost straight fouls here from the Prixies.
Yep. We keep attacking the offensive glass here. I wish I had the exact number. I don't want to give her a double-double if she didn't get it, but she's close for sure.
Has to be, especially with the rebounds that Maggie Myers has been getting. I could see her being a generational talent here for a long time for Lady Wildcats, and that free throw from Maggie Myers is her first points so far in the third quarter of play, up 48-16 on Lady Wildcats, and the second one will drop as well.
Yep. As a sophomore, she's really ahead of her years right now.
Swinging it out now to King. Carly Burke trying to get into position to make the defense. Pass there is stolen away by the Lady Wildcats. Kenzie Johnson comes away with it. Carly Burke now with possession, swings it to Maggie Myers. They're going to give it to her. Oh, that three almost
She
dropped
tried to put
in.
it off the glass. I don't know if she meant to do it or not, but that did go off the glass. Yeah.
King charging down. What a big play there by Burke. And it goes out of bounds.
That was a nice block by Burke. She kept her vertical. She did not go over top, and she still blocked it. So great play by Carly Burke.
They're going to give possession to the Prexies. Inbounding it for Washington will be Bryant, who tries to find opening. She does from 2 and can't getting it to drop. That
numbers. We got 3-on-1 break here. Carly Burke leading the way.
Tries to
Myers.
go for a layup. Maggie Myers tried to get, and the kick there, that will be Prixie's ball there. And Mike, you're absolutely right. The free break there by Carly Burke, that's not her first one. She's been able to get open a couple times.
Yes. Actually, I got to give the Prexies credit. They hustled back a lot on that play. So, but yeah, Burke started that, and look at this, 1-3-1 again. Or actually, matchup zone. Here we go.
Now trying to get is King from the key. Her pass there. They're going to call that another travel on the Prexies. So under 4 minutes left to go, a running clock here. 49-16 is the score. They're not going to stop the clock.
As I'm going to ask you, do they have a running clock?
I think they do. I think they officially have an official running clock. I know I mentioned earlier while the clock was running. Shot by Bodner, 2 for Briley Bodner there for the Lady Wildcats. That's 3 for her so far in the third quarter of play. 3:30 left to go on the Mercy Rule clock here. Bounce pass. Locked away, stolen by the Cats. With it is Bodner, and she will be fouled.
Yeah, we got the running clock. Great job by the Wildcats. We got 5 and 5, which means the whole subs are going to come in right now. Great job by the Wildcats.
Yeah, you see a wholesale change there, and Mike, you're right, a clap there for the Lady Wildcats because they have done such a great job this evening. The starters, I think this is a nice warm-up game for them as they get ready to travel over to West Mifflin.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for the Wildcats. So this is like, I don't want to say practice because this is a great program here, but yeah, you got to work on everything and be prepared.
Inbounding it now for the Cats. Now with it is Lindsey Gasky. Swings it out now to the Blue Bosch. Back to Gasky. With 2:40 left to go from 3. And she is not able to get that one to drop as Gasky. Possession given to the Prexies. And substitutions now. Off the hardwood comes Wynn. And on to the hardwood comes Gloria Rush, the other senior for the Prexies. King slowing down the play here. She crosses midcourt.
Yeah, I'm shocked, Tristen. With all these banners up here and what they did last year, I never thought we'd win this. I mean, you know what I mean? The
no, I know.
Would be like this.
It was going to be a tough one. Rush goes for the layup. It's stolen away by the Cats now with Gasky. Nice deep pass there. Losing it, though, are the Cats. And Prexies will retake possession. It's Bryant, and a foul is called. Miley Williams called on the foul there. That's her second of the evening, and now the inbound it are the Prexies.
Faith Parvatizati's coming into the game. Maybe that's why he's here. I don't know. We'll find out.
Only one way to find out.
Yep.
Bounce pass there for the Prexies. Now swinging it to King. Outside the key on the near side. Coming inside the paint. Shot goes up, and it bounces off the back of the rim. Prexies swings it back out. Stealing it away are the Cats. Coming down is Bridge, and she gets fouled. And the layup was attempted by Bubosh, but again, the foul does come in.
It's like seeing Dan Gable at a wrestling match. You can just tell when someone's like, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. The presence in itself, you know.
It's the mustache. It has a certain aura about it.
He always had that, though. It wasn't like a new trend. He always had the mustache, like old school.
Free throw there for Emery Bridge goes up, and it will find its mark. That is Bridge's first points of the game here in the third quarter of play. Under a minute left to go. She gets the second one. Emery Bridge now with 2 points in the game as we're under a minute left to go here in the third quarter.
Another one, her father is a great athlete as well. Track and football, we were teammates in both. So great to see her do good.
Stealing away once again is Bridge. She's having herself a third quarter for the ages, and she gets 2 there. Steal and the layup.
Great job. He still teaches at the junior high, phys ed.
Really?
Yeah, her father, yep. Great guy.
Very nice. Wrestling for the ball now. Swing it to King. Outside of the key. Getting inside the paint. Goes for the layup right off the rim. Wrestling for it. And stealing it back is Emery Bridge. Swings it out well there to Blue Bosch. And going for the layup now is Williams. And it's stolen away by the Prexies. Cats up 55-16. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. So with that, we're going to take a quick moment to step aside here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network, getting ready for our fourth quarter of play. Mike, I would be remiss if I didn't remember our third quarter sponsor was Bardini's Country Smokehouse. And, with the holidays coming right around the corner, it's important to remember where the best meats are, and that's at Bardini's Country Smokehouse. Thank you, Gary Bardini, for sponsoring the third quarter of play. And the fourth quarter of play is sponsored by one of our newer sponsors, the Alamo Restaurant Group. Get fueled at their locations on Route 30 inside the Laurel Plaza and also at their locations in Latrobe on Lincoln Avenue. Thank you, Alamo Restaurant Group, for sponsoring the Wildcats Network. As we're here in the fourth quarter of play, Tristen, Borland, Mike Yantrick, 55-16 are the Cats.
Remember the Alamo.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I've never asked them, but I'll have to do that before our matchup.
I'm the history graduate, and I don't know. So, yeah. Nice three.
Three there for the Lady Wildcats.
That was Kenzie Johnson for three.
Kenzie Johnson getting the three there. And I appreciate you, Mike, trying to get the stats noted, and I didn't see that. So I appreciate it. And a foul is called there. Kenzie Johnson, she scored two back in the first and now gets three here in the fourth.
Tell you what, come playoff time, Kenzie Johnson, the way she's playing along Maggie underneath, that's going to pay dividends. So it's great to see them put this extra time in, even though the game's kind of over. Actually, it is over. Let's just call it what it is. But the extra minutes together on the court, that pays dividends come playoff time.
That three made from Kenzie Johnson makes it 58-16 for the Lady Wildcats, 6:59. And I guess they stopped running the clock, Mike? I don't see it running.
That's interesting. Oh, there we go.
So getting one there for the Prexies is Bryant. She has 2 points so far, both on free throws. Cats with possession, top of the key, swinging it out wide underneath, and it's stolen away by Rush for the Prexies. Now charging down the field is Bryant, and it's stolen away, but possession will go to the Prexies. Nice play there by Emery Bridge. Mike, she's had a nice defensive play so far.
Yes. She's really stepping up her role tonight, and I think she has 4 steals. Like I said, I don't have the official stats, but she definitely has her hand in the cookie jar.
I think you're right. I think she does have 4 steals. I would bet on that. So now with possession of the ball is King. 6:05 left to go here in the final quarter this evening. King gets blocked. They're going to call a blocking foul there on Haley Maruco. And hanging to the line is King. And we want to remind everybody, even though it is the fourth quarter of play, we will have a post-game show where Coach Livingston and 2 players of her choice are going to come join us up here, Mike, and we're going to ask them a couple questions about the game so far and probably about the games coming up. That free throw there for King finds its mark, and she gets the first one to drop, the second one to come. And, Mike, talking to Coach Livingston is always such a pleasure. I mean, Richard and I got to do it during the preseason, and it's always a good time.
Oh, yes. First class, definitely, and well-deserved respect.
in her second year. Can you believe that?
Oh, it's been going on for 4 or 5 years. She's just adding to the success, to be honest. She's doing a great job with these young ladies.
Travel call there on Emory Bridge. So possession will go to the Prexies there. Cats were mounting an attack. Again, Prexies will get the ball, and inbounding it for the Prexies is Kaylin Wynn.
But yeah, the off-season workouts, everything she's done, Mackenzie's been first class with this program, and it's great to see, you know. There
Stealing it away there is Carly Burke. Coming down the hardwood, bounce pass there, goes up, and that's 2 there on the layup for Emory Bridge.
60-18 Wildcats with 4:54 to go here in the 4th period.
So again, shot there, goes up, doesn't find its mark, and Carly Burke, I'm starting to wonder how close she is to a double-double with all the rebounds she's been getting. Steal stolen away there, and possession will go to the Prexies, and Tajay Bryant getting a hand in there. And substitution coming in now for Carly Burke. Stepping onto the hardwood for the first time tonight is, I believe that's Bella Crawford, the sophomore, getting some playing time here this evening. And Mike, it's so great to have these players getting so much playing time on the hardwood.
Yes, of course. And Carly, like I said, first-class leader, senior, everything. Great game tonight. Now it's time for the younger athletes to get their time on the court.
Now with the Prexies. Outside the key, 4 minutes left to go in the final quarter. Play stolen away! Charging down the field is Sisirski, and she gets 2 there on the breakaway.
Great teamwork there by the Wildcats.
Sisirski gets 2. And Mike, something I forgot to mention from our roundups that we were noted is that number 1, Lindsey Gasky, the junior, is a transfer coming over from Ligonier Valley. She was one of the top scorers there for Ligonier Valley, and she's getting a lot of playing time here for Coach Livingston. I should have mentioned that during our St. Vincent College pregame show because that was a big talking point during our preseason roundups.
Okay. No, great addition to the Wildcats. Great to have her here, and obviously she contributed tonight. So
the breakaway there for Sisirski.
Yeah, Tristen, we can go 9-10 deep going into the playoffs with this girls team. Oh, my gosh, that'll pay dividends.
Oh, absolutely, especially as you get close to the end of the season. Steal there by Bella Crawford. And now the Cats with Haley Maruco, and that ball stolen away again. And a lockdown there, and a double dribble called there on Brian. So some late mistakes, but Mike, this is the game where it's okay to make mistakes.
I want to see a clear out for Bella Crawford right here. A one-on-one. I want to see a one-on-one for Bella Crawford here. Oh, she passed it.
Crawford to Sisirski. Outside from 3. Now it's Gasky. She goes up. It hits the rim, and it doesn't drop in.
You know what I mean? Just back off.
Oh,
just one-on-one. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah. You know why? If everybody scores, you have a happy team.
No, I don't see anything wrong with that, and I think that's going to be 3 there. And that's 3 there for Bryant.
Here we go. Oh, I wanted that to go in.
Bella Crawford from 3 as well. Can't get it to drop in.
I was really rooting for. I wanted to see everybody score tonight for the Wildcats.
62-21, under 2 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter, and a foul is called there on Crawford. And heading to the line.
And that shot was dead on, too. It was, like, right on. You had a good view of it, too, yeah.
So Bryant will, or no, not Bryant heading to the line. That's Kaylin Wynn who heads to the line. She was one of our players that were definitely a player that needed to be watched, and she has yet to score any points so far tonight for the Prexies.
Real quick, Tristen, I just want to give a shout-out to Tyler Barnes. She's has crutches on. Hopefully she has a full recovery because she has a bright future ahead of her at the next level. And hopefully it's just an ankle sprain. We don't know what it is, but she's a great talent, and hopefully she recovers.
And 0 for 2 at the line is Wynn tonight, and Cats come away with the ball there. Sofia Drenovich now with it. Lubosh inside the paint, swings it, finds Sisirski. Now from the paint, and it will not drop in. That is Angelica Dent, also known as Jelly Dent.
Really?
Yes, Jelly Dent. She is one of the star soccer players. We got to cover the Lady Wildcats varsity soccer team. We followed them very closely. They did a great job, Jelly Dent. A story, Mike. So leading up to the playoff game, I was like, Jelly Dent, I must be pronouncing that wrong. That can't be it. And when I talked to the coach, he said, yeah, that's short for Angelica.
Hey, name recognition. Yeah, you won't forget that name. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Absolutely, you're correct. That poked away by Crawford. Dent now with the ball, swings it out to Sisirski, tries to go for the layup, can't get it. Tries to go again, it's stolen away by King.
Actually, King had a decent game tonight for the Prexies as well.
Yes, King with 5 points so far this evening for the Prexies. Bounce pass underneath to Wynn. Wynn goes, tries to get the layup, and she will, gets it off the board.
62-23 with 20 seconds to go here.
20 seconds, as Mike said, 62-23. I think the Lady Wildcats are going to have themselves a nice bus ride home. That shot does not go in. Dent, and she gets it. Dent gets two.
Great shot by Dent.
Jelly Dent, her first points of the night. Cats now up 64-23, and that will do it here from Washington High School. Cats will win 64-23. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have our post-game show with Coach Livingston and two players of her choice coming up next here on the Wildcats Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
#1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristen Borland alongside me, Mike Yantrick, and also Coach Mackenzie Livingston with a big win here this evening. Alongside her is Carly Burke and Maggie Myers, the leading scorers for the Lady Wildcats this evening. Coach, first of all, a tip of the hat to you for getting the big win here this evening. This is the first time you've been here. How do you think the Lady Wildcats played in an arena that's very new to you?
I will say this arena is probably the coolest arena I've ever coached at. It's so old school, but you know, the girls coming in, just this atmosphere of a different kind of gym. I think the girls played great, especially a long bus ride like that. You never know how you're going to get off the bus, so they did tremendous tonight.
Yes, great job, Coach. And yeah, I like the Hoosier-style gym
Right?
here. Yeah, it's pretty
That's
fun.
awesome.
Even to call the game here, it felt like I was in 1950s Indiana or something. Yeah. But yeah, Carly, seriously, your senior leadership, it really showed tonight. And Maggie, the way you stepped up, it was an honor to call this game because you set the tone. It was a 12-0, I believe, at the beginning. So defense, steals, that's how you build teams. And then the younger kids fed off of your leadership. So great job, Carly. I counted 7 steals. So
So, Coach, what I'll say going off of what Mike was saying, the defense tonight for Lady Wildcats, really big for you. Do you feel that the Lady Wildcats played a solid defense, and are you comfortable taking that defense on the road to West Mifflin on Thursday.
Yeah, so hopefully it carries over. We still got a lot of work to do, especially, our past weekend. I think our help defense was a lot better tonight. The girls were really getting after it. They were playing a lot of good pressure up on the ball. That's what I like to see. But I think our help defense really stepped up tonight, and that's what I've been preaching. So the girls did a tremendous job tonight with that.
No, great job, Coach. You had them prepared. And I know what it's like as an athlete. These long road trips, you never know how things are going to happen. But the way you start out the game just set the tone. And I'm amazed, like I said before a few seconds ago, with the senior leadership.
Oh, yeah.
And how it trickles down. Because I think you went 10 deep even the first half.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, like I said, this year we're a whole different team. We have a bench this year. I have a ton of guards. So I can play fast this year, and we can push the ball. And then, with Maggie, Kenzie, and Miley underneath there, we have an inside game this year, which we kind of didn't have last year. And these two, having a double-double tonight. Carly having 10 assists, how many points. Maggie having 10 rebounds and how many points. These two are setting the tone, and that's what I like to see.
And Coach Livingston, the last question for you this evening. I just touched on it just a little bit ago. Your next game is on the road against one of the new teams in your section in West Mifflin. With how you played tonight, are you ready to go play the Titans on the road?
100%. I've already been scouting them. The girls are ready. We got 2 practices before we play them. We're gonna be prepped and ready to go.
Coach Livingston, as always, thank you so much. We appreciate your time here on the Wildcats Network. But I think our next person that we're going to be interviewing
I'm going to pass it on over to Carly. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Great job, Coach.
Now, Carly Burke, thank you so much for spending some time with myself and Mike Yantrick up here. A great game. I had a question for Mike, and I guess it's a better question to ask you. How was the drive over here? Was it too long? Did you feel like it affected your play in any way?
Well, to me, the drive felt like it was like 5 hours long. It felt so long. Other people took naps. I don't ever sleep on buses, but, it didn't really affect me much because, I'm usually used to it for playing AAU, long car rides, so I'm used to that.
Yeah, that's true. AAU in summer leagues, 1 hour trip. What is it, hour and a half or hour?
Probably hour and a half on bus.
Yeah, so you're used to that all the time. Yeah. So, but Carly, seriously, your development as a player is fun to watch. Your freshman year, you come out, get some steals, and just make stuff happen. Now you're the leader. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good. My freshman year and even up to my junior year, I've had some people I look up to every year. Like my freshman year, Bailey Watson and Anna Rafferty, and then other years like Camille Dominic and Emma Blair, and then even last year, Ellie Snyder. I've looked up to them every year. So now this year, it's fun that the players, they'll look up to me this year, and it's nice.
It's a nice feeling. Yeah, you worked hard to deserve that respect. So great job tonight, Carly.
Thank you.
So your offense, a big thing this night, Carly. But I will say this: a big thing that Coach Livingston has made her name off of is playing great defense. Do you feel that you and your Lady Wildcat teammates played great defense?
Absolutely. I think majority of our games, our main goal is to play defense. The offense will come as long as you play good defense. So that's our main goal, is just to play good defense.
I wish I had a stat for steals all time for the ladies program. You and Jen Sabota, I guarantee you'd be 1-2. And that's the ultimate compliment, because you know who Jen Sabota is. Yeah, so you're up there on the steals level. I'm proud of you, Carly.
Thank you.
Great job tonight.
Now, Carly, our last question for you before we let you go onto the bus. Your next game, Thursday, on the road again, at West Mifflin, one of the new teams in your section. You're going to be opening section play. How do you feel about that? Any nerves, or do you think that you don't have any nerves anymore?
Today was a good game because we got more players in to gain more confidence in other players. So I think we'll be perfectly fine going into section play.
Senior leader Carly Burke. Carly, thank you so much.
Yes,
but I think it's time for one of the younger players and one of the many rising stars on this basketball team, and that is Maggie Myers. Maggie, thank you so much for joining us up here this evening for our Wildcats Network postgame show.
Thank you for having me.
So, were there any nerves about coming out here and playing? last year, going into the preseason, there was so much hype around you and your play. Was there any nerves about that at all, or you were just like, oh, this is just another Monday night for me?
Yeah, well, coming into this, we played a few games before, so I was prepared, and I wasn't too nervous at all. But
yeah, you're definitely cut out the same cloth as Rafferty and Emma Blair and even Elle Snyder. I'm serious. The way you get your double-doubles, you're on the boards. And what I was really impressed with you tonight was on the elbow, the way you caught, pivoted, and you saw the open shooters or when to score. You knew that balance. That was really impressive because you're only a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good experience for your level. It's really good to watch.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, Maggie, same with you. Obviously, you scored a ton of points. You were at the line all the time, but your defense really showed out underneath inside the paint. Do you really feel that has developed well for you, or have you just always been able to play offense and defense very well?
Well, normally I'm not playing as, there's not the tallest girls that I'm normally playing against, so this year I've definitely been playing against taller girls, so I feel like my defense definitely had to get better.
Yes, Maggie, seriously, great start to the season and wish you continued success. I can tell your team's ready to go back home. You got school tomorrow, right? Yeah, so.
Well, Maggie, I have one last question for you before you go, and I asked Carly about it, so now I'm going to ask you. West Mifflin, on Thursday, on the road, how do you feel? You ready to go play the Titans?
Yeah, I think we're good to go. I think we can come home with a win.
Yes.
Sophomore Maggie Myers, thank you so much for your time, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Great job tonight, Maggie.
And the cheers from the crowd below on our Wildcats Network postgame show brought to us by R. Phillips Production. Robert Phillips, the local photographer, Greater Latrobe alumni, and a huge sponsor for us here on the Wildcats Network. Most of the photos, Mike, for people who don't know, most of the photos that you see in our game day posts are from Robbie.
Yes, he's been doing it for a long time, hasn't he?
Oh, my God. I think Robbie's been doing photos for as long as I've been here, and in April I'll be here for 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, he does a great job, and we appreciate his support for the program.
Now, Mike, I don't want to take up too much of your time because you have school tomorrow as well, but I will say this. Do you think that the Lady Wildcats played a high level this evening?
I don't think they could have played any better as far as teamwork, pressing, Latrobe basketball. I think they did a great job. I mean, the score obviously dictated that, but at the same time, seeing the younger players adapt with the senior leaders, the mesh of it was great to watch as a broadcaster and a Latrobe fan. Yes.
So, and then, Mike, the last question for you before I let us go and hit the road. Do you think that with the play that you saw on the hardwood tonight, the Lady Wildcats are ready to open section play?
Oh, yes. We were talking about this earlier. 5A is stacked this year. So that's why I think Coach Livingston wanted as much time on the court as possible. It was nothing disrespectful. It was just you got to be ready to play West Mifflin because our section's going to be tough this year, boys and girls respectfully. So, yes, it's going to be a tough one, but she'll have them ready to go.
The Wildcats Network is back in action tomorrow night whenever we have the girls varsity wrestling team on the Wildcats Network. That match will start at 7 o'clock. Boys wrestling on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we're back at Kirk S. Nevin Arena for Greater Latrobe Ice Cats.
And shout out to Coach Ludwig, girls wrestling program coach, good friend of my father's. I hope he has a great season with those girls. He's doing a great job there, and yeah, Tristen, thank you for everything. It's an honor to work for this program, and I like the fact that you do all the sports, not just, you know, how most schools just do football and basketball, but you do all of them, and I really appreciate the time and effort you put in.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. It's good to know that we want to make sure that everybody is included on the Wildcats Network. It doesn't matter who it is or what their record is. Those sports deserve airtime. I mean, what was it? 3 days ago, I was doing a swim meet.
I know, and you know what's crazy? I know Bish's mother. I went to school with her.
Really?
Yeah, and she's Division I swimmer. And back in the day, like wrestling even, you had to go to WPIALs or states to even be on radio or TV. And now you guys bring that to the forefront, boys and girls, respectfully. I think you guys do a great job with that.
Well, Mike, I really appreciate that. Well, for folks, I think that will do it for us here tonight on our Wildcats Network audio broadcast. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, Mike and I wouldn't be able to do this awesome job that we love to do every single day. For the Wildcats Network, Tristen, Borland, Mike Yantrick, signing off for this evening's win for Lady Wildcats over the Washington High School Pixies. And we will see all of you tomorrow night for Tuesday's match for ladies wrestling. Tristen, Borland, wishing all of you a wonderful rest of your evening.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Touchdown! You win at Bardini's.
Number 1 for meats.
Bardini's in Crabtree. Best meats. Proud to repeat.
Hello, I'm Maria Graziano Bickerstaff, President of the Greater Latrobe Partners in Education Foundation. The foundation ensures the highest level of education innovation supporting GLSD students, faculty, and staff. The foundation strives to provide educational opportunities for all students in grades K through 12. We believe students should have what they need to reach their full potential. Give, build, grow. Every student, every day.